My name is Rosie Ayala. I am an education nonprofit, and I'm also a Metro Parks Board Commissioner. Within the world of Metro Parks, I've been serving for a few years now. I think one of the biggest contributions that I've made in that space really is to support and advocate for the staff that are doing that direct work. Everything from hey, let's really make some investments in translation. So we know that, especially in Latino communities, it is never just the young person that's entering the space, it's a whole family unit. And if we don't make the space for the whole family to feel included, to feel involved, to feel informed, we're not doing justice to that young person. Young people who have parents who don't speak English tend to be translators from a very, very young age in spaces where it's really not fair to them. I remember having to translate for my mom as we were getting food stamps because there wasn't someone that was speaking Spanish, or translating parent-teacher conferences because my teachers didn't speak Spanish. There's a lot of responsibility that's put on the young person, and really that's the responsibility of the industry and the system to change so that we're not burdening young people to do that, and we're making those welcoming spaces to the adults. We have been able to make whole programs that are language specific, where it's the English speakers who are putting on those translation headphones. They're experiencing what folks who don't speak English have to experience more often than not. It's what creates those doors for folks to say oh yes, there's space for me in this world that typically historically has not had space for me. I try to lead or just try to be myself more than anything. Try to have authentic conversations with people. I thrive from engaging with people through depth. So if someone's willing to jump into the deep end with me, love that. An example that I want to set in my leadership, there is a million worlds outside of the one that I'm in. And I will never get to know every single one of them. And I know that, but I also know that it's just a matter of being curious. So if I really want to engage in changing systems and changing rules and changing policy, I need to get to know the people that are experiencing the ways in which these policies and these systems are unfair or harmful. And really an inventory that, because over time, whatever policy recommendation I may have, let's say it passes, 20 years from now, that might be a terrible policy. And so I have to continuously get to know people. It's not just a one and done. So I really want to make sure that folks know relationship building is continuous building.